We've just had a magnitude 5.7 earthquake striking Japan off the coast of Tokyo. The country braces for Typhoon Hagibis. 4.2 million people are just about ready to leave this danger area. 40,000 have already left, have been evacuated. We're going to look into the geology of the area, but as we know, it's on the Ring of Fire. It's on the fault of the tectonic plate. Now, it's been having foreshocks, as we saw. We're going to see together. The earthquake comes as the country is right now trying to deal with the powerful typhoon Hagibis. It's approaching the Kanto region. Magnitude 5.7 and downgraded to 5.3. Hit Japan at 6:22 p.m. local time, or 9:22 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Today, Saturday, the epicenter of Chiba Prefecture, according to the Japan Meteorological Agency. No tsunami warning has been issued up to now. Now, there is no official information about casualties as a result of this tremor. It's currently preparing for, as we said, the extremely heavy rains and winds being brought by Typhoon Hagibis. The meteorologists are comparing it with Typhoon Ida, which devastated the country in 1958, claiming lives of over 1,200 people. Now, due to the danger, Tokyo has ordered, this article on Sputnik, 50,000 people to evacuate, also calling on another 4.2 million residents to leave the endangered districts in order to avoid casualties. Now, according to the earthquake tracker for Japan, about 5 hours ago, this 5.3 off the coast of Kawasaki, that is, of course, Tokyo. It's on the Zenousi Ridge on the Bangdo Basin. It's basically on the Ring of Fire, as we know. And it has had, for the past 10 days or so, a tremendous amount of foreshocks. 17 days, I should say. 17 days. I'll leave the link below for you for that. Now going to Seismo Berkeley, and I'll leave the link below for you as well. As we said, for the past 20 days or so, they've been having short foreshocks there. And the population density, well, let's go into that together. Okay. Now, as we said, they're also expecting the typhoon, and something very unusual has taken place. The skies have turned purple just before the deadly typhoon Hagibis. And this is, of course, together with the earthquakes that they've had, the 5.7 downgraded to 5.3, but that will be talked about we'll take care of that in the upcoming video, because this is very unusual. I've never seen skies that color. All right, so here we are. This is the map of Japan. This is the area off the coast. This is Tokyo, Kawasaki, Tokyo. And let's go into, well, if you want to go out, pan out a little bit, you'll have an idea of where it is. And those are all the past quakes. It's on the Ring of Fire, as we see. All right. Let's go back in. Okay, there we are. Those are Japanese letters. Wow, okay. Okay, Tokyo. Pan out a little bit more so you can see we'll be able to see the tectonic plate. Okay, let's go aerial. All right, that's Tokyo right there. And did you feel it responses? We had about 101 responses. Okay, 10 kilometers away. Population density, Tokyo is right there, as we can see. And I would assume if a lot more people have felt it than have reported it, but they're getting ready to evacuate. As we said before, they're having their weather problems. Sorry about that. Okay, this is 8 days ago. This is just now, 5 hours ago. Right on there. 4 days ago. This whole area, of course, is hopping. And this is 8 days ago again in that area. And that whole area, basically. All right, there we go. 17 days ago. I'll leave a link below for you for this. And this is the area that we're talking about. Okay. Seismotectonics. This is what we've seen before. Sorry, okay. Here before. And how many people felt that? Okay, as you can see, they're pretty busy. We don't even know if they have 115 reported to USGS. We don't know how many people have power or are in a situation where they are ready to evacuate. But anyway, North American plate, Pacific plate, Philippine Sea plate, Eurasian plate all influence the tectonic setting in Japan. Taiwan and surrounding area, some authors divide the edges of these. Oh, I forgot to show you them. Wait a minute. Okay, I forgot to show you the, we didn't, okay, I'm sorry about that. Tectonic plates. Here we are. It's right on the tectonic plate, okay? That's the Pacific plate. That's the Eurasian plate, Philippine plate. Look at that, it's right there. All right, that's what I want to show you. Okay, basically right around there. Okay, the Eurasian plate, Pacific plate, and the edge of these plates also several microplates that together take up the overall relative motions between the larger tectonics, including the Okhotsk microplate in northern Japan, the Okinawa microplate in southern Japan, the Yangtze microplate in the area of East China Sea, and the Amur microplate in the area of the Sea of Japan. And the seafloor expression of the boundary between Pacific and North American plates lies 300 kilometers off the east coast of Hokkaido, Honshu, and Kuril-Kamchatka Japanese trenches. The subduction of the Pacific plate beneath the Lower plate at a rate of, that's quite high, 83 and 90 millimeters a year, generates abundant seismicity, predominating as a result of the interplate slip along interface between the plates. The 1958, 8.4 magnitude, 1963, 8.6, 2003, 8.3, and of course we know the 2011 magnitude 9, Tohoku earthquake, that's the one that gave us Fukushima. All the southern terminus of Japan Trench intersect the Pacific, North America, and Philippine sea plates from Boso Triple Junction. So this is the triple junction right here. The only example of a trench intersection in the whole world. South of the Triple Junction, the Pacific plate subducts between the Philippine Sea and the Izu-Ogasawara Trench at 45 to 56 millimeters a year. This margin is noteworthy because of the steep dip of the subduction Pacific plate, 70 degrees or greater below depths of 50 kilometers depth. Can you believe this is 90 degrees? Okay, this is 90 degrees, so 70 degrees, this up to here. I mean, that's pretty here, like that's pretty deep at 50 kilometers depth. Where are we? 50 kilometers depth. And because of this heterogeneous seismicity, few earthquakes above magnitude 7 occur at shallow depths. Yet many occur below 400 kilometers depth. The lack of large, shallow megathrust earthquakes may be a result of weak coupling at the plate interface or simply a reflection of an incomplete earthquake catalog with respect to the length of typical seismic cycles. Okay, the northeastern section of the Philippine Sea shares 350 kilometer boundary with the North American that runs approximately east-west from Boso Triple Junction towards the Izu Peninsula, dominated by a subduction of the Philippine Sea plate under beneath Japan along the Sagami Trough, including small sections of transform motion. So, as we can understand, this gives huge earthquakes. Now, while there is no instance of earthquake magnitude 8 or larger in the modern record, Taiwan and its surrounding regions have experienced magnitude 7.5 events between 1900 and 2014. The dominance of shallow magnitude earthquakes suggests fairly weak plate boundary coupling, with most earthquakes caused by internal plate deformation. A major tectonic feature of the island is the longitudinal valley fault, which ruptures frequently in small shallow earthquakes In 1951, the longitudinal valley fault hosted 12 magnitude 6 events known as the Hualien Taitung earthquake sequence. And large earthquakes in the vicinity of Japan, Taiwan have been both destructive and deadly. The region's high population density makes shallow earthquakes especially dangerous. Since 1900, there have been 13 earthquakes, 9 in Japan, 4 in Taiwan, that have each caused over 1,000 fatalities, leading to a total of nearly 200,000 earthquake-related deaths. January 1955 earthquake had ruptured southern branch of Japan median tectonic line near the city of Kobe, we know that. 1923, Kanto earthquake shook Yokohama and Tokyo population. Had a lot of casualties there. Earthquakes also started fires, burning down 90% of the buildings in Yokohama and 40% of buildings in Tokyo. Most recently, the 9 magnitude Tohoku, that's the Fukushima thing, earthquake which ruptured the 400-kilometer stretch of the subduction zone plate boundary east of Honshu, and the tsunami generated caused over 20,000 fatalities. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.